currencies is the end game, part one. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings be multiplied in all you brethren out there teaching his word in all sincerity and in truth. To the 144,000, the house of David, and the rest of the great multitude, men, women, and children, the Lord will have mercy on in these last days. Shalom. It's the brother Dama Gabar here from GMS Los Angeles with another lesson, Lord willing, to edify and give you warning. All right, as you can see, as we've been talking about here at Great Millstone, for the last, almost year, is how, these CBDCs are basically the trap being set to bring in this digital beast system, which is going to be a system that a lot of you people are not ready for, nor are you believing the report that's coming as concerning it. All right, because all it is just one huge trap to take away all freedoms, to do away with the Constitution, to basically, have you under the iron fist of the international bankers and these elites. All right, and you will be controlled. You will be told how much food you can eat, what type of food you can buy, how much money you can have, where you can spend your money, if you can travel, if you can leave your house, basically your whole access to goods and services and foods and jobs and security will all be in the hands of these international bankers, man, who, if and when you rebel, you go outside of the status quo, you say something that they don't appreciate, you tweet something that they don't like, you speak something that they don't want to hear, you criticize the government, you criticize the elites or the system or anything that they deem, to be truth, you will be punished, man, and severely and in real time, man. And this is where everything is going. This is why you see them, all of these so-called attacks on these banks and these bank runs happening, because in order for them to bring in this new digital system, in this new beast financial system, they have to get rid of this financial free system that we so-called have right now. Because as long as you're able to have dollars, have bank accounts, you're able to have financial freedom and have a savings account, and you can hide money and have cash and trade and barter and do different things outside of their control, you're all right. You're able to freely move around. But in this new beast system, that won't exist. Having side hustles won't exist. Getting paid under the table won't exist. All right. Any transaction of food, any transaction of money, or any type of transaction whatsoever, how great or small, will be will be monitored, will be surveilled, and will be in the control of these international bankers and these elites, man. And you are going to have to make a sacrifice with blood to Satan in order to operate and to function in this society, man. And this is where the world is going to. But they're going to, offer it as peace and safety, and it's going to be secure, and you're going to be happy. But remember, this man is the devil. Whatever he's telling you, you always got to think the opposite of it, all right? So I'm just going to read the first paragraph of this article. It's a very long article, but I just want to get to the main point of it. To show you exactly what this central bank digital currency and this new digital, why everything is going digital, entails. Is basically a slave system that a lot of people are going to voluntarily enter themselves into. It says central bank digital currencies will end human freedom. Don't fall for the assurances of safeguards, the promises of anonymity and data protection. These are all deceptions and diversions to obscure the malevolent intent behind the rollout of CBDCs, you see? And this is why it's very important for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to understand who your enemy is, and that this system is an enemy unto you, and it will be an enemy unto you. All right? It's not for your well-being. It's not for your, for your longevity and for your, for your good. All right. It's to destroy you, to trap you, to ultimately get you to bow down to Esau Edom as your God, man. It says 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You see, and that's exactly what this new CBDC digital system is, man. It's all just a trap for the souls of all of humanity, man. But it's like I said, it's going to be presented as safe, presented as peace, presented as better for your welfare. We're going to stop the World War III. We're going to save the planet. We're going to clean the air. Just give us control over every aspect of your life, which, as we know, this man is not to be trusted. Remember, this devil came out of the bottomless pit to deceive the whole world. And this is his MO. So you can't let your guard down. You can't get weak. You can't trust this damn devil because he's not your friend. And everything that he's offering is not for the benefit of you, your children, or humanity whatsoever, man. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Because, hey, the day is coming to where they're going to force this beast system on everybody. They're going to leave you with one or two options. Either you're going to get down with this new digital beast system, or you're going to be killed or separated from the society, separated from buying or selling, and eventually, it might come as a QR code, something you can put on your phone. Then eventually it might come in a card form. But the end all be all of it is to put this digital wallet and this digital ID and these CBDCs inside of a micro C-hip implanted under the skin, man, which the Bible warns us about. So we're not going to be overtaken as this day, because we ultimately know what's the end game, It says, ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober, because we're watching for these things, because we know that this is all according to prophecy, and that it's going to be this is going to boil down to what the Bible calls the hour of temptation, where we all will be tried by this digital system. Once they collapse this system, they get rid of everybody's cash, they bankrupt everybody's bank accounts. You won't be able to function out inside of this society, or get food or water or whatever you need to sustain yourself, unless you bow down into this new digital system that is being rolled out on the planet. It says central bank digital currency is the most comprehensive, far-reaching, authoritarian social control mechanism ever devised. Its interoperability will enable the CBDCs issued by various national central banks to be networked to form one centralized global CBDC surveillance control system. Yeah, he's going to call all rich and poor, free and bond, all upon the earth to take this mark eventually, man. And it all boils down to them having complete and total control over you, man. It says, should we allow it to prevail, CBDCs will deliver the global governance of humanity into the hands of the bankers. CBDC is unlike any kind of money with which we are familiar. It is programmable, and smart contracts can be written into its code to control the terms and conditions of the transaction. So if they program your CBDCs to where you can't buy meat or milk or eggs, or use your CBDCs to travel, then guess what? They can program it to where your money won't function when you try to do that transaction, man. But if your CBDCs is programmed to where you can only eat bugs and cockroach milk, then guess what? Those are going to be the only options that you're going to have. And if you don't use it, then guess what? You'll starve to death. Or also, they're going to have a program to where, if you break the law, or you jaywalk, or you do something that causes you to, or if you say they have these new ESG scores, your carbon footprint tracker. If you go over your carbon footprint, let's say you go over your carbon footprint stipend of the month of electricity, then guess what? Once you overstep that, guess what? They'll be able to penalize you and to take your credits right out of your digital wallet without you having any say so. Without you having any ability, to, how now if you have like a fine or a bill, you can postpone it. You can hold off and not pay it. Even if you have the money, you can try to hold it off. But in the way that things are going, that option is not going to exist, man. All right. And if they tell you that you have 48 hours to spend, your CBDC or your money, after that 48 hours, guess what? That money is going to disappear out of your account. You're not going to be able to put it in your CBDC savings account and roll it over for the next month. That's not going to happen, man. Everything that you have is going to be rationed unto you and given unto you, as they seem fit, so that you are not being a further strain or hurting the earth with your constant consumption of energy and goods, man. And this is where this whole shit is headed, man. You see, it says policy decisions and broader policy agendas restricting our lives as desired can be enforced using CBDCs without any need of legislation. And you had that one chick saying that, eventually they're going to have to create a new digital currency constitution, which shows you that the constitution and how things work now are not going to exist in the near future when the system is gone global. It says democratic accountability, already a farcical concept, will become literally meaningless. Yeah, not going to be no Democrat, Republican. You're not going to have the opportunity to go to your mayor. You're going to have your ability to vote on matters, to vote legislations, to vote in whoever you want to be your ruler. That's not going to exist. These elites are going to rule over everything, and you're not going to have any say-so about it, man. It says CBDC will enable genuinely unprecedented levels of surveillance as every transaction we make will be monitored and controlled, you see? Not just the products, goods, and services we buy, even the transactions we make with each other will be overseen by the central bankers of the global governor state. Yeah, so that means if you got a little honey dip you like and you're trying to go over there and trying to get some ass, man, hey, that's going to be within the hands of these elites. And if they say, hell no, you ain't finna go in there and bust no NUT, that's going to cause, that's going to hurt the environment too much, man. They're going to tell you can only do 20 strokes and you got to get out of there, man. You see, every part of your life will be controlled and monitored and tracked by these damn devils, man. So even if you are going out and trying to creep on the low and get you some ass, guess what? You can be penalized in real time right there on the spot, man. They can, next time you do that, then they can restrict your travel to where you can't leave your house for 14 days or whatever the case might be. No electricity. All right. Since you did that, we're going to cut your protein intake for the week as a punishment, and the punishments can be whatever they're going to be because they're going to be in total control over every aspect. It says data gathering will expand to encompass every aspect of our lives that will allow central planners to engineer society precisely as the bankers wish. Yeah, so that means if they don't want people having sex or children, guess what? You can't have that pleasure, man. If you want to go see your grandmother on a particular day, we don't want you to do that. It's traveling too far. Or they're going to have these 15-minute cities. If you travel outside of your zone, instant punishments, man. You see? It says CBDCs can and will be linked to our digital IDs and through our CBDC wallets tied to our individual carbon credit accounts and JAB certificates, you see? And eventually these your digital IDs and your CBDC wallets will be implanted inside of you, man. Listen to that guy, Noah Harari, man, and Klaus Schwab. This is part of the WEF. This is the future that they see for humanity. Complete slavery, which these devils are going to try to be like God, be like the Most High through technology. That's why they're trying to be see all and know all and watch all that you're doing so that, they can be like the Most High, man, through this technology, which you're going to have to, a lot of people are going to voluntarily sell their souls and through a blood sacrifice, surrender themselves under this shit when all hell breaks loose, when this economy collapses. When the dollar is gone and all of our bank accounts are emptied out, and the only way you're going to be able to buy or sell or eat food or get things is going to be to go to the government for the want of all things, man. And this is the attack, and this is where how they're going to corral everybody into this digital beast system by taking everything that you have and everything that you own and your ability to have money and security and electricity and power and gas and all these things are going to be taken away from us in the near future so that, you can bow down into this new world order, man. You see, CBDCs will limit our freedom to roam and enable our programmers to adjust our behavior if we stray from our designated technate function. See, the purpose of CBDC will establish the tyranny of a dictatorship. If we allow CBDC to become our only means of monetary exchange, it will be used to enslave us. Be under no illusions. CBDC as the end game, you see? And ultimately, the end is going to be when they try to implant it inside of your right hand, the charagma, man. But this is where everything is going. This is what these devils are trying to do. But don't fall for the okie doke, man. And like I said, hey, they're going to present this shit as if it's going to be the best thing that has been ever created, man. Not knowing that, it's really a trap. This is Ecclesiastes 12:10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So don't trust this guy under any circumstances, man. He's gonna come out, with the suit, with the perfect haircut, promising you all of these things and peace and safety. We tested it out. It's beautiful. It's working. This is going to save humanity. We're going to be able to save the planet. We're going to give you lab grown food, but it's so healthy and beneficial. It's better than original. Man, you're going to lay it on real thick, man. But really, it's all to deceive you, man. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So when you dealing with this man, beware, man. Because he's not coming with your best interest at heart. He's like a snake. He's like a charmer, man. And once you fall for his trap and you trust him and you come nigh him, he's going to bite you and inject you with that poison. In this case, he's going to lock you into this digital beast system where you will be enslaved, man. Where he'll have control over your travel, how much food you can eat, whether you can take a shower, whether you can do this or that, will all be under his control. And you better do what he tells you to do and take what he tells you to take in order for you to receive benefits from him. It says, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? You see, verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. And what is a pit? A trap, a snare. And that's what this end game of the CBDC is, man. And you better believe he's going to be speaking very sweetly with his lips and making it sound very enticing and very progressive and the best thing since sliced bread, man. But beware, man. It's the opposite of what it seems. It says he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And that's what this whole New World Order is all about. Bringing that order out of chaos, bringing this all type of disorder and chaos and hell and adversity upon everybody. So then when he knows that the people are worn out and the people are tired, the people are begging him for solutions and answers, that's when he's going to show up and pop up with the perfect plan in place already, man, which is going to be your enslavement. It says, and though he pretend to help thee, yet he shall undermine thee. See? This is, I read this real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 13:1. He that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith, and he that hath fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him. You see? The point being that he that toucheth pitch, you shall be defiled with it. So if you rub shoulders and you get down with what this devil is offering and what he's gonna have set up for you, man, then guess what? You're gonna be defiled right along with it, and eventually you're gonna be destroyed by Yahweh Shai in the presence of the holy angels. If you take you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that get down with this system and take that implantable C-hip, man. So don't be deceived, man. Hey, things are happening fast. Hey, and this devil is not slowing down. He's going full speed ahead. And you're going to see more banks closing, more bank runs, more problems with the economy, more things with people's bank accounts being cleared out. But know that this is all being done intentionally to bring everybody into these, the CBDCs and the digital beast slave system, man. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. Until the next one, shalom.